Okay, I'm going to try to make a response to Dapper Dino video that he made to me. I'm going to do it on the fly. No preparation whatsoever. Somebody just informed me that he made a response video and whether or not I would respond to it. So I'm going to attempt to respond to it here or see what happens. And my internet keeps kicking me off, so I don't know what's going on with that. I just have to wait to get back on again somehow. But anyways, here we go. Let's try this. See how it works. Hopefully the audio is going to work here.
So let's say you found a skeleton. How would you tell it's a dinosaur? You personally, how would you decide?
Well, interesting question. I don't know.
Return the favor and respond to it. So let's watch, shall we?
So I woke up this morning and I was thinking about the discussion that we had, and I played some of the discussion too. That
Okay, this is going to be rough. Anyway, hello, Baptist Chad. How are you doing? Try not to breathe here while I play this thing here.
A few times here, it seems like Jungle Jargon goes back and forth between a discussion we both had on GTV, one of G-Man's channels, and one we had on his channel that was originally supposed to be about linguistics, but instead just became about the human Y chromosome.
Okay, if I'm back on, it's not about linguistics. It never was about linguistics. Linguistics is totally irrelevant. Linguistics is totally irrelevant to the problem. We're talking about I'm going to have to try to do something here because this is definitely not working here. It's not about linguistics at all. It's about genetics. It's about the Y chromosome. So if he talks about linguistics, it's totally irrelevant.
and it's really curious that they want us to believe things without backing it up or proving it, because they say you can't know anything for certain in science.
Well, the only things I advocate for as Dapper Dinosaur is that you believe things that are well backed up. But well backed up and proven aren't the same thing. Proven means there is not even a logical possibility that one is wrong. You can do that in mathematics, but not in science, as there is always a margin of error. But eventually, when so many observations, experiments, and measurements all support a single theory, it becomes so likely to be true that to act as if it were not true becomes a bit crazy. Evolution, universal
I wonder if I ever get to a point that's relevant.
gravitation, quantum dynamics, and the germ theory of disease are all examples of this.
But they want us to believe anything they say is true anyway.
I mean, not anything, but the basics of science.
Anyway, try this again. Okay. Go through the motions again. Okay. Yeah, he was talking about linguistics and totally irrelevant stuff, and now he's talking about science. What is science?
So we have this problem in schools, and
Well, apparently, and try one thing. Okay, am I back? Let me try this again. See if it works. Probably not, but anyway.
where they want you to believe something that they have no basis for what they want you to believe.
I'm not sure why Jungle Jargon here keeps beating around the bush. We all know he means basically all of modern science, since that's what would have to be overturned for young Earth creationism to be true.
Making up stuff is not all of modern science. It's only evolution and your belief, your object critic giving belief in nature producing nature and causing everything in nature, which none of that is possible in science, okay? Get it straight.
I'm thinking about it, given the fact that what we want him to believe is basically the last 200 years of scientific advancement, I can see why he would not want to come out and state that.
Again, it's not science that's the problem. It's your belief in evolutionism, which has no basis whatsoever in science. So provide your basis or get rid of your belief in evolution.
Not wanting to share what they believe. I mean, not wanting to, not even wanting to say what they believe. But then they want you to believe what they're telling you to believe.
So I've stated honestly all of the things I advocate for publicly. The only thing I can think of that Jungle Jargon doesn't know about my beliefs is my religious affiliation or lack thereof. And
Honestly, you've been dishonest about science the whole way through, and you don't even want to take a position yourself. If you're like most people, most agnostics and atheists, you don't even have a position or don't want to take a position because you can't defend your position.
that's because I
Well, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here and the thing connects. For a while. Apparently stopped working. I don't know. Anyway. Oh yeah.
Science, and many scientists are Christian. So if he's looking for me to
That's
say that I'm an
irrelevant.
atheist and I want him to stop
That's irrelevant. That's totally irrelevant. We're talking science. We're talking about what the facts are.
believing in God, that's not going to happen because I have no intention of discussing whether I'm an atheist, and I don't really have a dog in the fight as the Dapper Dino what anyone does with his belief in God.
So we're having this discussion, G-Man and I, with Dapper Dino, and he couldn't back up anything he was trying to tell us to believe.
If Jungle Dragon wants sources, I can give them, but I was there for a chat, not a formal academic discussion. And frankly, I was probably the person chatting the least, as it was really a discussion that had been initiated between Gutsa Gibbon and G-Man, and I was simply her guest and Jungle Dragon his. In fact, I don't even remember what I said, and don't care enough to go back to find out because that stream was rather long, and while it didn't end with anger or harsh words, it also didn't end what you'd call well.
You know, because he was saying, well, science, you can't know anything for sure, but you want me to believe it as if it was for sure.
No, I want everyone to believe it with the confidence that the data indicate, which is to say, extremely high confidence. You don't need 100% confidence to believe something.
Not in evolution. There's no high confidence in any part of evolution because it's all a failure. No part of evolution ever happened. Not one bit.
For example, I think I'm writing this on a Monday. I'm almost never wrong about what day of the week it is, and I remember yesterday being Sunday. But I could be wrong, I have been in the past. So let's say I check the date on my computer.
Okay. All right. What do we got going on here? We got a signal here. All right, here we go. Hello, Jeremy Martin. How you doing? Okay, so try to get back into it here if I can without any further interruptions. Oh yeah. So let's see if he talks about any of the issues, the actual issues. He's, I was talking. It's unbelievable. Oh yeah, he's see if he gets talking about the Y chromosome here.
Monday. I could ask my friends and family, or even strangers, and each time one of them confirms that today is Monday, it raises my confidence. But it's not technically impossible that they could all be wrong. So after a few instances of everything confirming that it is Monday, and nothing or very little indicating otherwise, I simply accept that it is Monday and move on. That is also like how science works. Our confidence never gets to 100%, but at a certain point the evidence is so overwhelming, you no longer worry too much that the base.
Which you can't say in evolution with any confidence that any part of your belief in evolution has any basis whatsoever.
Basic theory is wrong.
It's like the Westminster Confession. It's not the Word of God, but they want you to believe it as if it is the Word of God.
I have no idea what a Presbyterian confession of faith has to do with anything, or why Jungle Dragon brought it up, or what his objections to it are. Maybe he just doesn't like Scotland.
There you go. It's the Westminster Confession. You're Okay. This is not working very well, but I have to do another one, I guess. Okay, might as well wait until I get a better connection or something. This is not working. Keeps having serious problems here. Okay. About it, I guess.